I'm just doing my makeup this morning, y'all. Wasn't really feeling like jumping on Facebook, so I'm doing it on here. I'm carving out my brows with the ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil. And I'm just gonna do my everyday look right now. I was gonna do my live on Facebook, but honestly, I don't really have nothing to talk about today. And I know a lot of people don't know that I be live over here, so this is the route I decided to go. So for the most part, today I'm just going to be doing some pictures for brands that have sent me stuff in PR. I need to get some product pictures out. I'm trying to decide if I want to do my last summer fashion haul. I don't know that I should though, because everybody's like really pushing fall in the door. It's not even here yet, so I have like a couple outfits that I need to get done to finish up my little summer stuff. I say a couple, but it's really a lot. But everybody's all jumping into fall already, so I don't know if I can get a couple out, but I don't know if I'll be able to get all of them out, which that's fine. I feel like I did this one a little too high. Maybe it was too low. I feel like something is going on with this brow. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. So the only thing I really have to do today is kind of get the house together so I can do some recording, and then probably going to record dinner too. So I have a bunch of stuff down on the floor that I need to get recorded. And I think I have a couple boxes at my P.O. box that I need to go pick up, because I was expecting some stuff that hasn't got to the house yet. So I'm thinking it might have went to my P.O. box instead. Oh, my thing the wrong way. I didn't even realize it. Thank you, babes. I was just sitting up here going, I didn't even realize I didn't turn the phone. I'm sorry about that. Hold on, let me make sure y'all in the my mirror right here. So let me adjust this thing. I have been busy. I have not had time to really like sit down and get in front of the mirror. I think my first time sitting down, getting in front of the mirror the other day and doing makeup was like a couple days ago. But I've been busy trying to like meet deadlines and stuff like that. And then with work, so all the kids are finally into something. Madison just started cheer yesterday, so she's excited about that. Do the summer wardrobe. Yeah, I think summer pieces I still have, I think at least I'm just gonna say 15 summer pieces to do. I mean, technically fall doesn't start until September 23rd. So technically I could still get away with some of the summer pieces. But I don't know, everybody's like gearing up for fall. I'm not rushing it, you know? I just want to do it in my own time. Like, I don't want to be trying to keep up with anybody else and what they doing. And I think I had been doing that like in the past, trying to make sure I'm like staying on trend with what everybody else is posting as far as the seasons. And I just don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. Like, I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna rush my stuff. So what I'm gonna try to do today is see if I can get some more summer outfits shot. That way I can post them. I'm gonna do I guess my last summer try on haul, which will probably be a long video because of how many pieces it is. Cause my fall stuff has already started arriving. So I know I'll start having to create content for that pretty soon. But I need to get the summer stuff out the way. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But outside of just regular working and then being a mom, being a wife, I really haven't been, I mean, that'll keep you busy in itself. I really haven't had time to do much of anything else. This is my first time sitting down in months, going live doing my makeup. So I'm trying to kind of like reevaluate how I want to do everything. Because as much as I like Facebook and know that I have people on Facebook that's supporting me, a lot of the brands that reach out would much rather you have a strong following on Instagram and YouTube. And because I know that, I think it would be just kind of absurd for me to be more present on a platform that brands aren't really looking to. So my goal for the rest of the year is just to try and increase my visibility on YouTube and Instagram. So those will probably be my main focal points. And then stuff that I put on Facebook it'll either be like a share from Instagram or a share from YouTube. My whole purpose for doing that is that I'm trying to take this more serious, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm honest, y'all, I really have been lazy, I guess you could say. I'm not going to say I guess you could say. I really have been lazy about, I don't know if lazy is the word. I'm not going to say lazy. I've had other things that have kept me busy more than they've kept me productive. if that makes sense, you know? And I've done a good job with most of the brands that I work with. But in order for me to really turn this into a full-time thing, I have to approach it a different way. I can't keep approaching it the way that I have been. So I'm trying to decide what palette I'm using right now. Okay. I'm using the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I made their PR list a couple of months ago, their blogger PR list. So I'm going to use their palette today. And I'm going in with the shade Her. It's just this light peachy shade. But I don't think that I've been as productive as I want to be. I'll say that, because I've been productive. I just haven't been as productive as I want to be. I haven't been productive enough to where I can actually turn this into something full-time for me and financially be okay. So I think that for me, I'm gonna try to focus more, maybe build a schedule around what I need to do to be more productive, and then just go at it that way. And then I've come up with some like ideas that I want to start putting on my Instagram and on YouTube. I don't really want to share those ideas like right off the muscle, because I shared something with somebody and they kind of took it and ran with it. So I'm like, oh, okay. I know now, you know, I can't share my ideas with everybody. So I guess that's that whole really not, you know, moving in silence, I guess you could say. I'm sure hoping so. So I'm taking the shade Her and I'm patting it in to kind of pack it in. And I'm doing it with a light shader brush. And then I'm just moving in circular motions to buff it out. And circular motions blows it out. Windshield wiper motions keeps it into one place. So, but that's kind of where I'm at today with the whole influencer thing. So I'm trying to like just figure out a schedule so I can kind of balance it all, because right now ain't been no balance. So I think I have a planner. I haven't been using my planner, which is crazy because I really need to use my planner. Have a planner, haven't been using a planner. My goal today, after I clean up a little bit, is to sit down, look at all the brands I owe content to. I just looked at them this morning, but I want to look at them and put them in my planner, in my little book, and then I'm going to put them on my calendar on my phone as a reminder, so I know, you know, I need to get this done. And then after that, I'm going to start planning my September content. So I had some pieces come in yesterday, like for fall attire or fall outfits. So I need to plan those outfits out. And then I need to plan those videos for the brands that I've sent clothes and stuff like that. I need to plan those videos. And then I have a couple of meals that I found on Pinterest that I want to try out. And I went and bought the stuff yesterday, so I'm going to add those to the like cook with me section on here. I'm trying to get the kids to like eat different stuff, so I'll be looking at Pinterest for food ideas. And then by the time I do all of that, it should be time to pick up Madison from school. Then it'll be time to get Michael. Unless he has practice today, then Brandon's probably gonna pick him up. And then Madison has cheer practice tonight. Mikhail has football practice. You know, just your regular mommy stuff. But I was just quite surprised at the fact that I shared something with this person and they kind of took it and ran with it. So I was like, oh, all right, if that's what we doing, you know, keep my little moves to myself. But outside of that, everything else is pretty good. Oh, I just remember I need to make not Bentley. Lord God. I need to make Rocky a doctor's appointment. He has to go get shots. I almost forgot. And I need to get him a harness. I got him a leash the other day, but he's acting crazy. I guess because he's not really used to being on leash because we just let him roam free in the house. But we got him a leash the other day. We took him to the park for I want to say it's like his second or third time going to the park. The first time we took him to the park, he just went to like the little park that's in the neighborhood. We took him to the park the other day, and it's like a community park. And this dude lost his mind. He was just like everywhere. And then we had him on the leash, but he's not used to being on the leash, so he was acting all crazy and stuff like somebody trying to kill him. So I'm gonna get him a harness instead. Well, not instead, but in conjunction with the leash to see if that helps him. Because the way he was pulling himself on the leash, he gonna choke himself. And then I'm gonna have to slap him. But so for the most part, when I do my lives, I'm trying to decide if I wanna do my lives in the morning, like super, super early on here, or if I'm gonna do them like midday, like right now. I haven't decided yet. The only reason I haven't decided yet is because my mornings get kind of busy with like dropping the kids off at school and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to slap the damn dog. He's out. He had people out. He was drawing all attention to us and stuff. People like, oh my God, is he okay? I'm like, yeah, he okay. Okay, he's just crazy. It's his first time being on leash. He out acting like, you know, we abuse him at home or something. I don't know. He was just acting funny. And then he was like just drawing attention to us, you know. He being like that child that you hate to beat in public. That's how he was being. But what was I telling y'all? My train of thought sucks. Oh, right, my mornings. So in the mornings, I drop Michael off at school and drop Madison off at school. Mikhail gets on school bus. Michael's school is all the way downtown, which is why he gets dropped off. I've been looking for him a car. I'm trying to stay in like a nice little range. I really don't want to find him get him anything over $1,500 because this is his first car. And I know he's probably going to put some dents and dings and scratches in the car. But my only concern with getting him a car that's like $1,500 or less, maybe $2,000 or less, is that I don't know how reliable it's gonna be. You know what I mean? And I don't want him like stuck on the side of the road. I mean, I know being stuck on the side of the road builds character or whatever, and he probably needs to be stuck on the side of the road a couple of times in his life. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, I just want him to be able to get back from point A to point B at this point. It's his first car. You know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know what time frames are best because I've been going to the gym in the morning. So I've been going to the gym at like, I'm not going to even lie and say I've been going at 4 like I want to. I really want to get up and go at 4, but that ain't really been happening. I've been going to the gym about 9, from about like 9 to 10, something like that. But see, here's the thing. Naturally, because I was working, my body naturally gets me up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, right? That's what time I naturally wake up. And I want to go to the gym that early in the morning, but I don't know. I just don't want to get out the bed. See, that's me being lazy. I don't want to get out the bed. And plus, then I have to ask like random strangers to record me, you know, to hold me accountable for my workouts and stuff. It's just really annoying. So I don't know. But my plan initially was to go to the gym in the morning. I'm trying to decide which foundation to use now. What's this? Let's use this. It looks like I'm almost out of this anyway. I'm gonna use the I don't know if it's Iman. Yeah, the Iman Luxury Concealing Foundation. I'm almost out of it, so it'll probably take a couple more. Let me deepen this up a little bit. It'll probably take a couple more uses, but I'm just deepening up my brown. A little contrast in there. I think this shade is Duchess. Yeah. This shade is Duchess in the palette. I'm just putting it on my outer V and then dragging it into my crease. So my body naturally wakes me up at 4 something, but then I have to like sit in the bed for like 15 minutes and debate life, right? And then that's when I usually get up and do stuff. I don't know why I feel like I want to go to the gym that early, but I really only go that early if Brandon is with me. Honestly, I'm not going to even lie to y'all. So now I really go that early if he's with me. If he's not with me, then I don't really get up and go that early. And the only reason I like getting up going that early is because nobody's in the gym at 4 something in the morning. Literally, there's nobody in there. Maybe about 6 people. All right, so I got it on the back of my hand. There's literally about 6 people in the gym. No equipment are being worked on, you know. You ain't got to worry about nobody like being on one machine for an hour trying to work out they flat butt. It's usually me. And then we go at 9 something, it's like all the machines are, everybody's on everything because everybody's there. So I guess I do need to get up and go early in the morning. Oh. But I decided I'm gonna record myself every morning. That way I'm holding myself accountable for getting up and going. You know, not really making like any excuses for why I can't go. So when y'all see me posting in the morning, my little workout routines, if they look kind of funny, it's probably because I don't have anybody there to record for me. But I have to do it because I said I wanted to be consistent till the end of the year at least. So I'm gonna try and get up every morning, go to the gym, get my workout done, come home, shower, probably do my makeup that morning so that I have my live for the day, and then get the kids off to school. So I'm using this this foundation brush. It's the F3 brush from Shop Miss A. It is a foundation stippling brush. And good morning. Is it Talisha? I think I saw it. It went away like really fast. I'm using a stippling brush and I'm pushing it in my face like this, like stippling it. That way I don't have any streaks, because anytime you wipe like this, you're creating streaks on your face. So what you want to do is you want to press. You want to press the foundation into your skin. And for the primer today, I use the NYX Angel Veil primer. It is a mattifying primer. I use that specifically because it's hot in Texas. Okay, it's hot. Normally my face is already dry. I have dry skin, but it's hot in Texas and I don't have time to be sweating. So that's why I chose that to use today. I'm cleaning off my little Harry Potter brush. So I'm gonna try and blend this out a little bit more, or buff it out. I feel like I see lines of demarcation, so I'm just going back in with some circular motions, some hard circular motions. Yeah, I can definitely link it. Oh yeah, that is so much better. Yeah. Okay, so you see how these eyes kind of like is blended out a lot better? Like, look at this one. And then look at this one. So that's a lot better. I'm not too crazy on telling people to buy these expensive brushes, because trust me, I have them. And I can tell you right now, the majority of the brushes that I go for, are not the expensive brushes. They are more so the cheaper or affordable brushes. I don't know, they just work better for me for whatever reason. Like, I used to be into that whole buying, oh, this is so-and-so's brush, I just gotta have this brush. And it's like, you get the brush and the brush ain't even really a good brush. I'm totally over wasting my money like that. I don't have time. There are other things that are important to me or deserve my money than somebody's expensive ass brush that don't even work. So, yeah, that's just that. I might just change up some of the stuff that I've been doing, you know. I'm also being more conscious about the products that I buy now. I had to have like a little come to Jesus meeting with myself, because I realized that on average a month, I'm probably spending anywhere between maybe $400 to $600 a month. And it might be more than that on makeup. And it's stupid. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. It's not that it's stupid and ridiculous. For me, it's stupid and ridiculous. For somebody else, it might not be. For me, it's stupid and ridiculous now, because I feel like there's other stuff that I want to do with my family. There's other stuff that I want to do with my money that would better serve me and my family. Yeah, and just spending that much money on makeup ain't it. It just ain't it. You know? So, I've decided to give myself like a little budget when it comes down to makeup, because obviously I'm out of hand with this shit. So I've decided to give myself a budget, you know, just be realistic about what it is I'm buying. if I'm actually going to use it. And the reason I say that is because I have makeup here that I have not touched, I have not opened. It's just sitting there looking at me, and I probably won't touch it or open it. And the whole reason I bought it is because of like the hype. You know what I mean? So I'm over that. I ain't doing that no more. It makes no sense. Oh, I just used the for concealer, I used the Revlon Stay Matte. I don't know what shade this is in because the thing is like wiped off. It's probably gonna be something like a cool tan or a medium tan, something like that. And then I'm gonna go behind it and double the concealer with Tarte's Tan Sand. Yeah, that's too much money on makeup, y'all. Like, I have a junior now, a freshman, and a second grader. The boys, Michael's still doing dance, which, of course, that's his thing. Mikhail is back in football, so money needs to be dispersed evenly for that. And then Madison started cheer on yesterday, and I just want to be smarter about how I'm spending my money. So I'm probably not going to be telling y'all go out and buy X, Y, and Z. Unless it's like a really, really dope product and I believe in it, I'm not finna be hyping nobody nothing up. I'm just not. I was talking to like one of my friends who said that she wants to start a YouTube channel, but her fear is that she's not gonna be able to buy like all the latest makeup and clothes and I guess stuff just to stay trendy or on topic. And I really hate that she feels that way, because for me, I told her, this is probably what I would tell anybody: don't do something that's gonna have you in debt trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to start your YouTube channel, start your YouTube channel, but do it around stuff that you normally do at home that costs you nothing. Whether it's cooking dinner, cleaning up, spending time with your kids, just whatever. But don't feel like you got to keep up with somebody else to be successful on your channel, because that's not true. It's just not true. And definitely don't go into debt behind the shit. So hopefully she listened to what I said. I mean, I hope it made sense to her. But I think for me, it's just like, I have so much makeup sitting here now. Every time I think about buying a palette, I stop and I'm like, but you got stuff at home you haven't even used. So it would be like, I guess an impulse buy. I don't even know that it's peer pressure. I just think it's like an impulse buy. So I have to stop buying impulsively. Plus, that's money I could be spending on like family vacations or, just something else. Money that go in my kids' savings account. I just want to be more realistic about what I'm going to be putting on my channel and what y'all can expect from me. And I don't know. I think that's really the gist of it for me. This brush is an Eco Tools brush. I got it from Walmart, but I do believe that you can get this from any drugstore. So like Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target probably. I'm sure Target. And I'm just stippling the concealer in. The only time I kind of move it to swipe is once it gets down towards my jawline, so I don't have any lines of demarcation. But outside of that, I just go behind it and stipple it into my face. Yeah, so I'm just trying to be smarter with my money, really, y'all. I mean, certain brands, majority of the brands that I work with do pay me to promote, And does me no good to get paid to promote and then I'm going and I'm farting off my money. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But for me, there are other things that I want to save and do. Not so much for me, but just for my kids, the hubby. So, I mean, the whole reason I got into it was to make sure that I can make life easier and make life better on them. And if every time I get a check, I'm going out buying shoes and clothes and getting my hair done and buying memberships for crazy stuff, it's like, what, Rita? Like, are we really doing what we said we were going to do with the money? No, we're not. We're blowing it. So, I have to stop blowing the bag. It's just not smart. Have to stop blowing the bag. The setting powder I'm using is the Pretty Vulgar setting powder. This looks like maybe a banana powder. No, this is the translucent setting powder. So yeah, I have to stop blowing the bag. It's not making no sense to blow the bag. Michael will be a senior shortly, which means senior fees will be coming up. He'll be heading off to college soon, which means tuition and stuff will be due. So I need to take that money and be more productive with it. Not that I haven't in some cases, but majority of the time, I'm blowing the money majority of the time. And I hate to kind of even say that because that's just not, I don't know, that's not how me and Brandon were when we first got together. Like when we first got together, we were so focused and so driven, and we were like so I don't want to say tight with our money, but all of our money had like a designated place to go, a designated something to go towards, and it wasn't like BS. You know, like we wanted to open a business. So I'm using the ABH foundation stick. This is in the shade Cocoa to Contour. We wanted to start a business, and we set, you know, some discipline rules for ourselves. We can't do this, we can't do that. If we do X, Y, and Z, we set like a dollar amount to spend. You know, we were just more disciplined with our money. And now, I think there's like, I'm not going to say now, well, I can't say now we're not disciplined. Now we're not as disciplined. And I don't know if that comes with making more money, you know, because you're like, well, I know it's there, so I can spend it, and I know I'm going to make it again. Which, I mean, I don't know. I guess for some people that mindset works, but when I think about it, it just sounds very irresponsible to think like that. So I was telling him the other day, we really have to get back into the habit of being more disciplined with our money, you know, more aware of what we're buying and where we're going and how much we're spending, etc., etc. On top of that, I don't want to be like teaching bad money habits to my kids, right? I feel like right now, because they know about how much money I bring in, right? I don't keep it a secret. Like it's no secret. I tell them for the most part. They have a good idea. It might be a little bit off, but they have a good idea. But I do feel like now they feel like money grows on trees. I know all kids feel like that, but I especially feel like my kids feel like that. And I know that I'm too I mean, I know that's my fault, you know. It's my fault that they feel like that. But I don't want to teach them to be like mismanage their money. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't teach them to mismanage their money. So we really have to get back to a place to where we're like budgeting and we're explaining to them what we're doing and why we're doing it, et cetera, et cetera. So okay, I think that's probably decent. So, yeah, we had just been talking about trying to like do better as far as our money. Cause them kids, Lord Jesus. So I did that just to give my face a little bit more definition. Really make it look like I got some high cheekbones. I really don't. So I just carved out the little line, right? Make sure that side looks fairly decent. Okay, so I carved out the line. That's just gonna give me a more defined jawline or cheekbone. And I'm pulling it down with the brush, right? Now with concealer, you can do this pulling down motion. It's just gonna make your face look slimmer. If this were the contour, you don't wanna pull the contour down because it's gonna make you look muddy, right? So with the concealer, you can take your brush, you pull the concealer down. It's gonna make your jaw look more narrow. And then to get rid of that line of demarcation, which is this line right here, you're just gonna take your brush and you're just gonna pounce on the line back and forth. You don't wanna do it too much because you still wanna see like that. See how it's kind of sculpted right here? You still wanna see that? So you're just gonna pounce back and forth. Until that line is gone. And so I'll usually take my foundation brush, and if you can see like right here, I don't know if y'all can really see that, but right here is where I did my concealer at. I feel like I can see little bit, like a little bit of lines to where it's not fully blended out to my liking. I mean, your liking might be something different, but I still feel like I see something here. So I'll take my foundation brush with no added product and I'll just pull it out until it's blended the way I like it to be blended. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm gonna take some of the Mario Badescu rose water spray. I'm gonna spray my face down. And I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm gonna go back in and stipple that into my skin. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to take some ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. And I'm going to get my brows back together. Sometimes when you do your brows first, after you apply your foundation, concealer, contour, you might have to go back. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to go back and do your brows. That's just because you have product on them. Some people do their brows last. I have not made it to that stage yet. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I've been thinking about it. Like, I want to try. Something about brows first just makes sense. It just makes sense. So if I try, I'll let y'all know. But as it stands, I do my brows first and then everything else. All right, so I'm going to go into, actually we're about to hit fall, so this is not going to work. Not this shade. All right, so I am going to go into, this is one of my favorite blushes by MAC. My favorite summer blush by MAC is Eternal Sun, which is this one. And then my favorite kind of fall blush by MAC is Sweetest Cocoa, which is this one. So it's a more deeper, like a plum, almost like a plum pink-like shade. It's perfect for fall. So in the fall, you'll notice that I wear my blush more on the high points of my jaw instead of like the low points. During summer, I wear my blush on the low points. But during fall, I wear my blush on the higher points. For me, the reason I do that is because I'm not a blush whore, okay? Let me just put that out there. I'm not a blush whore. I've seen people wear blush and their cheeks are like super red or they're super pink or they're super orange, like whatever the blush is. And for me, I hate that. I hate it. I hate the look. It just looks really, I don't like it. I definitely feel like to each his own, but that ain't my cup of tea. So anytime I do my summer shade, I always make sure it's something light that's not gonna look like a clown, you know? But I always pull them closer to the high points of my jaw and then highlight that way. That way it still leaves some kind of naturalness like right here in this little area, you know? So it leaves some kind of natural features showing here. Do what you like. I'm just telling you what I like, what works for me. I feel like a lot of times people watch other people do makeup and they don't realize that you don't have the same face structure, or the features that they're trying to pull out maybe are not features that you want to be so pronounced with, and they do them that way and then throws off their face dynamic to me, because I pay attention to all that stuff. But I do what works for your face shape. That's what I would say. If you're really not sure what your face shape is, they have like a bunch of stuff on Pinterest to where you can learn what your face shape is. If you have a heart-shaped face, an oval-shaped face, a more rectangle or round-shaped face, all of that stuff is there. And with makeup, you always just have to do your research. I'm going to go back and set my smile lines because I don't want them to crease. Yeah, but you just really have to do what works for your face shape. Everybody's face is different, so for the most part, the only thing I can tell you as far as like the eyes is that only thing that really matters with eyes is if you have hooded lids or not. If you know what kind of lids you have, then you can pretty much mimic anybody's makeup eye look. You just have to know what kind of eyes you have, hooded lids or non-hooded. And that's pretty much how that goes. But I see a lot of people do makeup and they pay attention to somebody and then they try and mimic that person, and it's like you don't have the same face structure, which nobody does. You can probably find somebody similar or close to you, but a lot of times when they go to highlight or they go to contour, they're mimicking the person that they watched, and you don't have the same face structure. I don't mean like features too. I mean like structure. Like they have a round face, you have a round face. They have a heart-shaped face, you have a heart-shaped face, because all of that stuff plays a part. It makes a difference. So I'm taking my contour up into my brows, like into the high point. I do that because I feel like it brings more narrowness to your nose. So like sometimes people start here and they do just the bridge of their nose, but if you look at it, this is your whole, all of this right here connects into your nose. So when you contour, your contour should go from here out. It should start lightly here, and then the darker you go, the smaller your nose is going to look. The closer in you go, the smaller your nose is going to look. The further out you go, the bigger your nose is going to look, and then the lighter you go, the more natural your nose is going to look. So that's really what's been my thought process the last couple days while I've been trying to like figure out my whole going live schedule, routine, whatever you want to call it. I'm debating on a highlight today. What is this? Becca? I didn't really like this. Maybe I just need to put it on with a small brush. I wasn't. So this Becca highlighter that I have, this is the Champagne Pop. Now, I originally got this highlighter because I saw Nitra B use this highlighter, and I was like, oh my God, it's so cute, so amazing. Like it's one of those highlighters that it don't do too much, but it do just enough. And I don't know if they have this in a powder, but I ended up getting it in cream, and I don't really like the cream form. Like it's cool, but I don't know. I don't really like it. I guess because with the cream, you really have to work it in, you know? With powder, it's pretty loose, so you can just go ahead and just do whatever you need to do with it. But with the cream, you have to make sure that you blend it and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, by the time I get to the highlighter, I feel like highlighter is almost like your last couple of steps, and your last steps should be pretty easy. I don't want to still have to be concentrating on blending something in my last couple of steps. I want to be able to throw that little powder on there, make it pop, and go. But with cream, you know, you have to like blend it and all that old kind of stuff. And it's like, I already been sitting here for 2 hours blending foundation and concealer, and now I have to blend some highlighter. So, yeah. It's annoying. All right. Guess we will use a simple black liner today. Let's start on the outside. So I'm gonna use the Champagne Pop today only because I used it on my nose and I used it under my brow bone. I mean, I'm gonna use it all eventually. It's just that's not like my go-to. Now, if they had it in powder form, I would probably use it in powder form, but that cream form, that ain't my go-to. So the key to doing a wing liner is to flick your wrist whenever you're doing your your baseline, you have to flick your wrist. Plus, it takes a lot of freaking practice. And you can't be too heavy-handed. Just depending on what kind of liner you're doing. If you're doing like a liner that's going to take up majority of your eye, go off. Be as heavy-handed as you want to be. But if you're doing something that's going to require a little bit more patience and persistence or precision, take your time. Even if you have to do like a couple of lines here, couple of lines there, yeah, just take your time. Because you'll end up with a black eye. Not physically, but like literally. You'll end up with a black eye. You'll look up and the liner be done took over your whole damn eye. You'll be like, what the hell? For me, I've already got it set in my mind that this is gonna be my perfect eye every time. Like every time, because this is the hand I'm dominant with. This wing is gonna always be perfect. Always. But this one is gonna give me problems. So usually what I tell people, or like anybody I have to teach one-on-one, usually what I tell them is do your opposite eye first and then go back and do your dominant eye, because you're more likely to, you're more likely to be able to recreate this eye than you are your perfect eye, if that makes sense. So if you do like your janky eye first, whatever you do over here, you're more likely to be able to duplicate it over here because this is the hand you're more dominant with. So if you start off with your opposite eye first and then you do your dominant eye, your goal is to make your dominant eye look like your opposite eye. Or your opposite eye look like it. Yeah, either way. But I never do that, so I'll be going for the, yeah, we just gonna see. We'll see. That's what I go for. I think at this point, I'm just okay knowing that 9 times out of 10, I already know that's wrong because of the way my pencil just went, but that's okay. My clients' makeup don't be looking like that, so I don't care. Yeah, I gotta thin that out. See, look at this one, how this one is like, yeet, and that guy's like, blink. Sucks. I'm gonna try and fix it as best I can, but nobody should be up in my eye like that. I'll tell y'all a little secret too. That's usually why, if you look at most of my makeup pictures, I always post my right side of my face. One, because this eye is gonna always be popping in my dimple over here. But mostly because this eye is gonna always be popping in my dimple over here. No, I usually don't post my left side of my face like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever unless I did my left eye first. Because then I know for sure both my eyes are gonna be similar. So if you see me post the left side of my face, that means that more than likely I started with my left eye that day and I got both of my liners to be the same. But if you see me post the right side of my face, more than likely it's because my eyeliners did not work out that day. They don't be too bad out, but I notice it. I don't know if other people really notice, but I notice. But that's just a little tip. Always do your weakest eye first, and then go back and do your dominant eye. Trying to see how bad off it is. See, I see a little curve in this one, but this one is more straight across. It's a very small dip. You really can't tell. All right, close up. Just gonna blend this out. Okay, so that's fine. Go back into my highlighter. I'm gonna highlight my face. Okay. Gonna do my lips. This is the NYX lip liner in Espresso. So it's just like a dark brown. I am going to put some lash glue on my lashes. These lashes are lashes I ordered off of AliExpress. I think I ordered like, I want to say maybe 20 or 30 pair. They're like $2.50 each. I think I have like 20 or 30 pair. I ordered the E7, E9, E7, E9, and I think E11. I think. But for me, it beats having to go back and forth to the beauty supply, spending, I don't know, $5, $2 or $3, maybe $5 every time I go on lashes. So, the lipstick that I'm using is the cream lip polish by Morphe. I don't know what shade this, oh, it's in the shade Blush. Put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm putting it on the back of my hand to kind of warm it up. You always put your product on the back of your hand to warm it up. So when I blot, I'm only blotting between my lips, not taking it up to the full outline. And I'm just using a lip brush to kind of help feather it in a little bit. Get the lashes on. right, I'm gonna add on some mascara. Let's see. No. Make it look like I'm a little bit awake. So adding white or a nude to your bottom waterline just kind of makes your eye look more open. Makes you look alert. See? Now I look alert. Put this back in there. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight on top of what I already have. Okay. And where's my pencil? Because I think I'm gonna go over my brows a little bit more. Okay. It's more sharper. Much sharper. Where's my thing? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. I'm gonna spray my face down with the Mario Badescu again. And let's see, who do I want? I guess I'll do this one. With the Morphe setting spray. Now I'm gonna go and do my baby hairs. Because baby hairs are life. I think that's it. I'm just gonna go do something to my head now. Yeah. So that's the finished look. Just my little natural everyday go-to glam. Get everything pushed in. Okay. So that's it, y'all. That's the look. I enjoyed y'all. Thank you for spending time with me today. I will post pictures because I'm about to get dressed and put on my outfit of the day. So I'll post pictures to Instagram and I'll post pictures to Facebook. I will see y'all again tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have a more set time. So if y'all want to come back here and chill with me during that time, that's perfectly fine. So I'll have a set time tomorrow for pretty much everything as far as going live and Wine Fridays, since I'm now sponsored for Wine Fridays. But until then, I love y'all. Enjoy your day, and I will see you on tomorrow.